Hello and welcome back to Jacob's Toys 5-minute figure reviews. Please do like, share, subscribe and all of those things. All support to the channel is very much appreciated. In this video we are taking a look at the retro X-Men wave from Marvel Legends, specifically Multiple Man. And if you check out my page you can see the other 5 figures from this wave. I do a 5-minute figure review on all of them, but this is Multiple Man from X-Men. So of course this is Jamie Madrox, aka Multiple Man. Now this is in his original suit. Now even though his original suit is the suit that he wore when he was younger, and he continued to wear it throughout his time as a superhero, as an X-Man, etc. Now just quickly, let's have a look what's in the box, go through the accessories and stuff, and I'll kind of go into a bit of history on this suit in a minute. You get an alternate head, which is a bit more of an angrier looking head, and you also get 2 of these kind of not open palm hands, but kind of the shaking hands. They don't hold anything, they just kind of are there. So that's what you get in the box. Now why I change over these hands, as I said, Multiple Man first appeared in the mid-70s, I think it was. He was born into a family that was friends with Charles Xavier, funnily enough, and I always thought this was quite funny in the story, but when back in the day when babies would get a slap when they were born, just to get the circuitry working and stuff like that, but the doctor slapped Jamie's bum and it made him turn into 2, like multiply straight away, so he was an identical baby already. Now his dad was a doctor and he created this green suit that had these kind of gold discs on it, and essentially what it allowed him to do was absorb the kinetic energy. That's the reason why he duplicates in the first place, and so all of this gold kind of embellishment on the suit like absorbed that energy. So yeah, that was it. So as a kid it allowed him to not multiply unintentionally. As he grew up he kind of continued wearing this suit. He had lots of other suits, but this became kind of a signature suit for him as well. Now as an action figure he's okay. He's not the first Multiple Man that we've had. We have had the trench coat version with the X-Force kind of X-Men uniform and the X on his head and stuff, and I think I prefer that version, but it is cool to have this kind of original suit in the retro box. I suppose the only disappointing thing about it is that it's all painted. It is literally a green figure with gold paint on it. Now here is the one I was talking about earlier. Now at least with this one the headpiece, the emblem on the head is sculpted, the X symbol. You've got the kind of texture and the detail in the coat as well. Even though we've had this trench coat used on so many different figures, it at least gave a little bit more. Yes, the figure underneath is pretty much just a blue figure that's painted, but there's still a little bit of kind of texture and a bit of depth with the sculpting on the head, and of course the coat as well. Now the head sculpt in this retro box one, they are different head sculpts than we got in the original one that was part of the wave, but I suppose the problem with a character like Multiple Man is you have to have multiple to really kind of show his power off. And even though I've got these 2 versions, it doesn't work because they're in different suits. So you've kind of got to army build him a little bit, or at least get 2 for it to really be an X-Men or a superhero. So I find it a little bit odd. I think I would have preferred a Multiple Man box set, maybe with 1 or 2 or 3 figures in it, maybe at a lower retail price, and especially with a costume like this where there's no extra sculpting. It is literally a green figure with gold paint. You could have easily put this into like a really basic box, maybe 3 figures in a basic box for 2.5 times the price of a normal figure, because then anyone that was picking him up could pick up those 3 and have Multiple Man as he was intended. As a fan of X-Men and X-Factor and all that kind of stuff, I'm glad that I've got Multiple Man, and I am glad that they've given us this kind of original OG suit. But yeah, I'm having the same problem with this one that I had with the last one, and that's just that one isn't Multiple Man, and even an alternate head isn't Multiple Man, because you can't put that head on a different body and have Multiple Man because it needs to be the same costume. So yeah, so it's a little bit of a weird one. I'm really pleased to have it. I'm really pleased with the design of it. I'm not overly pleased with the sculpting of it. I wish there was more sculpting to it, and I really wish that they'd just kind of given us a box set, given us a 3-pack maybe. But yeah, I mean, if you're a die-hard X-Men X-Factor fan, then this is definitely one to pick up, because it's an OG suit at the end of the day and it's on a retro card, so it's definitely worth picking up. And it's Multiple Man. Multiple Man's a cool character, worth adding to your collection. But yeah, as a figure, it's a little bit underwhelming. But that's about it, I suppose. Check out my page for some other 5-minute figure reviews on the rest of the wave, and of course please do like, share, subscribe and all of those things, because all support to the channel is very much appreciated. But yeah, Multiple Man, meh. Anyway, I'll see you soon.